Welcome again to another edition of In the Divide, where we're bringing all things crypto together with Algorand. Thank everyone for being here. Hopefully, you're ready for the news of the day. Whoa, okay. Oh, the shade in here is kind of dark. I should have did my lighting better. Let this be a quick video. Couple of things that I want you to pay attention to. Hopefully everyone having that wonderful day. But there's Algo news, Algo news, Algo news. So am I sharing my screen? I am not. All right, there we go. Algo news. Things are popping. Look, the market cap is down. If you're looking at some of the metrics and comparing it to all the other ones, it doesn't look like it's good for Algorand. But I'm telling you, people, all the stuff that I'm showing you is creating a buy pressure. It's creating a metric that most other blockchains and most of the normal metrics is not being measured right now as far as growth in leading into a next generation, our infrastructure, our use cases. That's one of the things that I guarantee you Algorand is leading on, because a lot of the use cases that they are developing is not really being widely reported. If this stuff was widely reported and everybody knew what they were doing, Algorand would be a number one coin. But I digress. I digress because people are not looking at this. They're looking at the market. They're looking at the ups and downs, up and down, what moved, what didn't, what they're talking about on the news. The news are not talking about this. The news is only talking about the things that's going to get people to watch, and that's Bitcoin and Ethereum. Because guess what? Everybody brain dead know them. These two chains that are dinosaur chains that are not really moving in the market. Bitcoin is slow. It's not necessarily a market mover, except because it is a store of wealth. It's not something that the universal market is going to be using. It's only going to be useful if they have a layer 2 or something else. Ethereum is not really a set market, set out blockchain that's going to be very productive. Only reason it's productive is it's layer 2s, it's Polygon, it's other things that's making it more affordable. Most people on Ethereum probably don't even work with the network or do any transactions on the network. They're just hostage to basic hodling, because guess what? If I move my money, it costs me half my money to move it. So nobody's using those networks. And only the thing is that brand recognition, name recognition is moving the market, not efficiency, not technology. This is why you have to pay attention to what's going on, because pretty soon those dinosaur names are going to be passed up because they're to change that's going to have use cases and things of like that, like the Algorand, like the Cosmos, like the Polygon, like the Cardanos, things that has a use case. And if Solana ever got out of its way of using a subpar equipment and technology, it will be probably one of the ones that's finding its way past those dinosaur chains. And I know I hate to be the one to tell you that those are dinosaur chains. They're not market leaders, not in a traditional sense where technology, the use case, they're just right there because this is the beginning. And those are the two things that people have staked their name to. And guess what? The money is there. Will it be there forever? I don't know, because I don't give financial advice here on this station. Okay, so let me go. I hate ranting. Blockchain protocol Algorand leads a $22 million investment round in tokenization firm Koibanx. Y'all probably heard of Koibanx before. I've said their names a couple of times on this station. Koibanx. It's like Beetlejuice. Anyway, you understand the reference. They're still in Latin America. They're still are doing their due diligence. And I'm telling you right now, a lot of times we hear these big announcements in the paper and we look in and we hope and we see the little pump and all that action, but we really don't see we don't really pay attention right now to what's going on. Koibanx is the one that was in El Salvador where Bitcoin became legal tender, but Bitcoin was always ran on the Algorand network. Okay, Koibanx was working with Algorand even back then. So now what Algorand is doing is they are doing a second thing of investment even further in the Latin American community in Central America, South El Salvador, because what they did was they got to this point where they built the bases. They built. I'll put it like this: they built the foundation of the house, and now let's build something on the foundation of the house. And this is what they're doing right now. There's like, okay, now we understand how the infrastructure, we got everything moving, but now let's build something on top of that. Okay, let's start putting in the sinks. Let's start building the frame of the house. And this is what Algorand is doing with this investment. And now this thing is going to actually move to its second point. So here is that we want to remain at the forefront of redefining Latin American financial system. A blockchain-based financial system inevitably results in faster, scalable, programmable financial products that will grant access to a broader segment of the population that is currently underserved. Koibanx CEO Leo, I don't know that how to say that name, said in the statement, understand this. El Salvador, Central America was a perfect place to start this. Their currency and things that's going on right now, they need something like this. There need to be a blueprint for how you can use cryptocurrency to restore an economy that is destitute, that doesn't have a way forward, dealing with the dollar and everything. And uh, the truth is, the dollar is king. And a lot of times, when you are trying to figure out what to do with the dollar is dominant. But we make decisions based on America, but decisions based on America may not be good for Latin America. So it doesn't always serve the purpose of everyone when our policies are, self pleasing. So Koibanx is down there right now trying to do its due diligence because in August 2021, Koibanx signed an agreement with El Salvador's government to develop the country's blockchain infrastructure on top of Algorand blockchain. I'm telling you, this is what Algorand is doing. I want you to look at my channel. It's the truth. Algorand is making major moves. This here also is a major move of Algorand. This here is not just a move, but this is to show everyone who having bridge problems that Algorand has come up with the solution to your bridge. Algorand is going to be the one that's bridging everything because it's going to be the only trustable bridge because it's going to have the only technology that's going to be built in that people like say they can trust because they're not going to trust the next Ronin Bridge, the next London, the next Solano Bridge. People don't want to invest if they're going to lose their money. You're already risking your investment in the investment. Now you got to risk your investment and risk your investment on what it's on. That's too much risk. So this here is Algorand leads quantum proof technology with development of Falcon. Falcon is a program that basically has the state proof on kind of a program that connects the blockchain information, where it kind of breaks it up, where the internal of the blockchain is independent and trustless because they can be a 0 or 1. They can connect. Either one can connect. It doesn't have to be in sequence. It doesn't have to be in necessary code or a sequence. This state proof has basically what is called qubits. So the information processed by classical computers is encoded in bits, where each bit has a value of either 1 or 0. In the case of quantum computing, the information encoded in qubits can exist as both 1 and 0 at the same time. And the ability to be in multiple states simultaneously is called superposition. A quantum computer with several qubits in superposition can process mathematical problems much more efficiently than a standard classical computer, and this gives rise to quantum computers potentially being used to crack cryptographic sequences. That means that people at some point using quantum computers will be able to hack into a cryptographic sequence, because they will be able to basically bust, through whatever cryptographic algorithms that was made, because the way they are going to be able to calculate at a faster rate. That's why Bitcoin, the person who answers solve the equation first, they the one that get to make the next block. But imagine a quantum computer being able to do things so much quicker than a regular computer. They'll be able to outclass these machines and miners and all this other stuff. Therefore, having basically a foot in any door of the cryptographic community as far as they want to hack or cause nefarious actions. Algorand has set before us its answer to this, and this is the state proof. And let me just read this last thing and I'll be out. And then one of the selected programs was Falcon, developed by Algorand devs, Craig, Chris, and Vinod. And it's basically a technique called trapdoors for hard lattices in new cryptographic construction. And it's typically signing algorithms must select a valid signature before approval. Under current conventional algorithm, it is possible even for classical computers to uncover this signing key using information from past signed messages. So this is going to make it wholly different when Algorand puts this state proof, this Falcon language into its code, because it's going to end up operating into the state proof, because it's going to be trustless. It doesn't have to have permission from the outside, and that's where it's going to be be head and shoulders above all the other things that's out there. So that's the video. I want you to understand these things that Algorand is doing is marvelous. Hopefully you appreciate some of the information. Hopefully you holding on and hollering. This last bit of information, hopefully anyone that's watching this, I will be seeing you in Dubai. I'm asking all those who can, there's going to be equipment and things that is going to be needed. I'm asking you to help donate for the equipment. I'll be there regardless, whatever, but help me get some of my equipment down. There's a link below. Go ahead and support the channel. Help me get some of my equipment to the thing so I can do my videos, have my setup and everything ready for then. Please, 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 let's look and get ready for Dubai. The cipher. We're ready to see you. In the Divide will be there giving you the information that you deserve. So hopefully now your tomorrows are going to be greater than your today. And I'm out.